dojo. Getting a bit more back into the MMA game from what I hear. We'll see Larry Crow in his corner. Always a fun team. Revolution's been around for, I mean, longer than I've been around.
Yeah.
Which is a long time.
Yeah.
Those guys very well rounded. They've always had a strong jiu-jitsu game. They haven't put out a ton of MMA fighters, but the guys they do put out are always high quality. Larry Taekwon Crow, a Houston MMA veteran himself, back in what we call, us old guys, Houston MMA's golden age, like 2010 to 2012, man.
Yeah.
Larry Crow was in the scene. You know, I remember when the fights would get televised for the first time. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
And, it was before anyone was really in the UFC, so the gyms locally just fought and fought.
Yeah.
I mean, in the cage, out of the cage, there was not a ton of cross-training. Yelvin coming a little bit heavy for his bantamweight fight. 1 second. Yelvin Diaz getting his pre-cage rituals done. We got him in here now. Let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Hermatali Sultany.
All right, Hermatali Sultany, another Main Street fighter you will recognize. Dynamite, Micah White in his corner. Out of
I'm gonna assume this is a national anthem.
Kunduz, Afghanistan. I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd like to think of myself as a relatively cultured individual, fought around the world, have a ton of students from a ton of spots, but I have no clue.
Yeah.
Proud of his country. There's Sultany here representing the flag. I'll tell you, his opponent, and Yelvin, man, that guy's yoked. Came in a little heavy, but it's his amateur debut. There's room for improvement always. These guys are here to learn, have some fun on a Sunday evening cage fight here in Houston.
I couldn't think of a better way to spend my Sunday evening, Coach.
Cage fight. Hey, man, you know what? Sultany comes in a little heavy himself. You know, it's funny, when both guys end up coming in a little bit heavy, there's no harm, no foul. I mean, both guys missed. No one gets penalized.
Right.
That's one of those things, if you can, like anyone listening at home, hopeful fighters, like if you're not going to make weight, contact the promoter. Let them know. Maybe your opponent's struggling too. You guys can do a day of catch. I mean, that happens.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah, it takes a
Tony,
little bit of stress off the fighters, the last like half pound that needs to come off as well.
all right, let's get a look at the tail of the tape. Coming up in just a moment. Really cool new graphic here. Both guys 21 years old. Yelvin with the slight height advantage. Both guys coming a little bit heavy. So Tony looking for that first amateur win. And here's Wayne.
The following contest is scheduled for 3 rounds of the Fury Amateur Series Bantamweight Division and is brought to you by the Cock of the Walk, Warbringer Whiskey. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. Representing Revolution Dojo, this fighter stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 138.2 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, by way of Matagalpa, Nicaragua, today he makes his amateur debut. Here is Yelvin Diaz. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This Main Street mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 137.4 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, by way of Kunduz, Afghanistan, today he pursues his first win as an amateur. Here is Hermatali Sultany. Your referee in charge of the action, Professor Joe Solis.
All right, here we go.
Sultany in the white shorts, Diaz in the black shorts.
Diaz looking very, very composed.
Yeah, just ready to explode on a moment's notice. He's got a strong frame, does Diaz. Very athletic build for bantamweight.
One thing is Diaz isn't moving his head a lot. He's got a very poised stance.
Yeah, one of those, I mean, a little stiff, but everything he throws is gonna hurt. Ooh.
He pulled that punch so hard he spun through on it.
He squared up quickly though.
Yeah.
Really tried to minimize his chance to get counterpunched.
You know, it's so different from the first two fights. It was such chaos so early, and these boys are a lot more patient.
Yeah.
Oh, little
jumping switch high kick. Oh, that's a good straight right hand there of Diaz.
Ooh, there's another one.
That was really smart there for Sultany to close the distance. Looking for a body lock. He kind of lost the underhook on that left side.
Diaz really picked up on those naked kicks that Sultany was throwing, and that really opened up that straight right.
He's in on a classic single leg. Is Sultany. Gets him off balance, does a good job. Uses the mat return to get some back exposure. He's in a really good position early on. He's Himatali.
He's got double unders. He doesn't quite got his hand. Now his hands are together.
Yeah, he's got to try to get that right hook in. He's got full back exposure.
There we go.
You can see both guys are still pretty dry. It'll be easiest to lock up the choke now in terms of, you know, friction and them not being super sweaty, but also Diaz is at his most fresh, so he's going to be hand fighting hard. And hand fight, he better start pulling that top hand away now. He needs to grab that top hand. I don't know what he's waiting for. There it is. He goes palm to palm. Does Sultany, I mean,
Sultany's in deep on this choke. I think he also has the body triangle on the other side.
There's the
There's
tap.
the tap.
Himatali Sultany keeping the finish streak alive here. Finds his first win as an amateur. And had a lot to deal with there in the powerhouse. That was Yelvin Diaz.
Really good work from both fighters. Very, very good to watch in the beginning with the patience, finding the jab. Sultany able to activate the groundwork and really get things going. All right, Alex Morano heading into the cage. Fighter interview. Really, really solid work so far on this amateur series 58 card for Fury FC. Really good work from both fighters. Let's go ahead and hand it off to Wayne. He'll give us our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Joe Solis calls for a stop to the fight. 2 minutes, 20 seconds into the very first round, declaring your winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Himatali Sultany.
All right, guys, I'm here with your winner, Himatali Sultany. Man, you got that victory here as an amateur. You had a powerhouse of opponent to deal with. You used the wrestling, you found the submission. How does it feel after getting your first amateur win?
First of all, alhamdulillah, God gave me the win. It was hard. I was 100% ready for that. My coaches, my friend, everyone, I work hard for that moment, bro.
Man, you guys had some really good striking exchanges. He was throwing some bombs. You did a good job navigating around them defensively. Was using your wrestling and your submission game part of the game plan tonight?
100%. It was part of game plan, striking, wrestling. It doesn't matter. For Main Street guy, it doesn't matter. We're ready for everything. Let's go.
Congratulations on the victory. One more word.
Big thank you for my coaches, my head coach, Korean Bapres, Cody, Jacob, Gabe. Thank you for my teammates. Thank you for my family, my friend. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting me.
Make some noise. Himatali Sultany, everybody.